Now on SME, we are joined by Tolulope Babatunde. She's the head institutional management from Meristem Wealth Management, and she'll be telling us about how to start your investment journey with intention. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Zainab. Thank you so much for having me.
You look
here.
absolutely beautiful. I was just telling you about your Adira and how much I loved it.
Thank you so much. You also look very beautiful.
Oh,
Thanks for the compliment.
You're welcome. Now, let's start from the basics for people who do not understand why you're here and you want to make them understand. So what does it mean to move from paycheck to portfolio?
Okay,
For
well,
people who do not understand that.
Okay, for people who do not understand, moving from paycheck to portfolio simply means moving from a cycle of you earning and spending to moving to a cycle where you are intentionally building a collection of portfolio of income-generating assets.
Okay.
So think of your paycheck as a starting point.
Okay.
It funds your lifestyle, but building a portfolio is actually what helps your future, what builds your future. It's about intention. It's not about just you saving for emergencies, but growing your wealth steadily and smartly. Yes. Okay, so let me give an example. For instance now, someone that earns 500,000 on a monthly basis. Okay. And the person sets aside some amount for groceries, for bills, and also saves a little. But by the end of the month, the person is back to square one because the person saves a little, the person takes a little funds from the savings to fund some emergencies. Yes. But imagine that same person that earns 500,000 on a monthly basis and sets aside 50K and invests that 50K
from that 500,000
on a monthly basis and puts it in a mutual fund or any investment. In 1 year, you've already built a principal of like 600,000, had compounding to it, and you see it grows. So a portfolio, building a portfolio is actually intentional wealth building and not just saving for the rainy day. Okay,
thank you so much. So now my next question is, why is it important to build investment with intention? Because we just spoke about it now. So why is it really, really important for us to do that?
Okay, it's very important to build investment with intention because it helps you to have clarity of purpose. You'll be able to align your goals. You'll be able to help you to align your investment plan according to your goals. So your goals might be to later on in life, you want to retire early. Yes. Some people might want to retire by 50 or 40. They want to build a house. They want to fund an education. Yeah. Secondly, it gives your money direction. It helps you to be more disciplined and plan for long-term investment planning. It also stops you from making impulsive financial decisions or financial spending because you're already saving your money with intention. You're intentional about it. So that way it helps you to stay focused, you're disciplined at the end of the year, and helps you to help you plan for your long-term.
Regardless of any sort of emergency that comes, you know that you have to keep that money somewhere because you're investing. Yes. Which brings me to the next question, because most people will think that, oh, I don't earn a lot. Investing is actually for the rich. What is your own take on that? Okay, I'll say that's a common myth, saying that investment is for, you don't have to have millions before you start investing. It's like you're saying, before I go to the gym, I have to be fit. No, it's not until you're fit before you have to be intentional about your health journey, your fitness journey. Yes. That's the same thing about investing. So it's not until when you're rich, you start with whatever you have. Do you understand? And another thing about you not waiting until you have your millions before you start investing is that inflation erodes. We're currently in an inflation. There's inflation in the country already, and so it erodes your money if you're just keeping it and letting the life follow. And that's where I work currently, Meristem Wealth Management Limited. We have products that even with as little as 10,000 naira, you can start investing. So you don't have to wait until you have all the millions before you start investing. Okay, which brings me to the next question. Now, you just spoke about with as low as 10,000 naira, your company can actually put something together for them. So let us now talk about your investment options that your company offer. For someone who is watching and is probably thinking, oh, I want to do more than 10,000 naira, but I really need to know what other investment options you guys can offer me. So let's talk about that. Okay, at Meristem Wealth Management Limited, we have several investment options. Like I said, we have the ones as little as 10,000. I also have the ones that if you have your billions, you can actually invest. So we have products like mutual funds. We have different types of mutual funds. We have 4 different types of mutual funds. Yes. And mutual funds is affordable, it's professionally managed, and helps a lot with diversification. We have fixed income options, fixed income product for those that are looking at, okay, I have a low risk appetite and I'm looking for short-term gains and all of that. We also have retirement planning portfolios where you're looking at the long-term investment plans for yourself. And we also have dollar investment funds where it helps to edge against currency risk and also diversification. So those are a lot of products for you. Whatever amount you have, you can actually come in and invest with Meristem Wealth. Okay, whatever amount they have. From 10,000, you can actually. So how do they know which particular product is right for them?
Okay, that's where we come in. That's why you have us as your wealth advisors. We actually carry out a risk assessment and a financial session journey with you, just to be able to identify your risk tolerance, look at your investment horizons, look at your lifestyle and income to be able to tailor a product that would actually suit you. So not one size fits all. So we'll tailor a product, the products will tailor for you, will be different from the product will tailor for me. So whether you're risk averse or you're adventurous, we actually have a product that will suit you.
Because it's really important that I know. Because I can come with my friend and in my mind I'm like, wait, you are offering my friend 30K, my own is 50K. What is the difference? But you've been able to shed light on that, which brings me to the next question, because I think a lot of people they struggle with knowing the difference between saving and actually investing. Please help us shed light on that for those who do not really know. Saving and investing, the difference.
Okay, well, yeah, saving and investing is true. A lot of people struggle with that. Savings is for the short term, while investing helps to bring long-term wealth security. Secondly, inflation, like I mentioned earlier, would erode your savings because of time value. But the advantage of when you invest is that investing helps to build your wealth, even with inflation and the way the market moves or whatever the economy state. It helps to give you, it's like a shock absorber against it.
Yes.
And another thing again about savings and investment, both are equally important. I will always say it. But investing will give you that future freedom you want. When I started this conversation, I said some people's goal might be to retire early. You might say, by the time I'm 40, I want to retire early. So the earlier, the better you start your investment journey. And you're intentional about it. The more your wealth grows, and you can definitely have that future freedom you want in terms of your finances.
Okay, and which, so I like the fact that you've been able to shed light on that, because a lot of people will just say they want to do a job, which is just savings, right? And they are not thinking of investing long term, which is why most people, by the time they reach a certain age, they discover that they don't really have a lot to actually to cater for them in their old age. And it's good that you just shed light on that for those who do not know. Which brings me to the next question. So what are the first steps we need to take in order to invest with your company? Okay,
one of the first steps you need to take is, as an individual, you need to track your income and expenses. Track everything that comes in, track everything that goes out, even to the last 100 naira. And that's why it's simply budgeting. And there are a lot of budgeting apps or tools you can actually use for that. Secondly, list your financial goals and timelines. So you might have goals that, for the short term, maybe the next 6 months to 1 year or 2 years. You have goals for the medium term, and you can have goals for the long term. Thirdly, at Meristem Wealth, we can offer you a free consultation. We have a lot of investment and wealth advice. It's free.
It's free, guys. Just like you said, it's actually free for the consultation.
And lastly, start with what you have. I said earlier on, it's all about being intentional.
As low as 10,000 naira.
You can start with that. It's about you being intentional. Consistency is key. It's not just the size, but the fact that you're intentional about it.
Okay. Now, you said all of these things there. But as Nigerians, given the state of our fluctuating economy, because this minute dollar is here, the next minute is here, our naira, everything is just bouncing left and right. We don't know what's going on. Is it really the right time to invest? Because a lot of people are even struggling to eat.
Yes.
So is it the right time to invest? Because this is a question that I feel like may just be on the minds of a lot of people watching us right now.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is that authenticity actually makes intentional investing more important for everyone. Instead of you leaving that money idle or waiting till, when I have 1 million naira, or when I have 50 million, or when I have 500 million before I invest. Like you mentioned it earlier, the currency is fluctuating, it's not static. Inflation is there, so it erodes your money. Time value of money is very important. So I'll say now is the right time to start. And at Meristem Wealth, we offer risk managed diversified options that can actually suit your current reality. I said earlier that not one size fits all. Based on the risk assessment and your risk tolerance and your income, we've looked at your income, we've looked at your lifestyle, we can actually recommend products that would actually help you to be able to mitigate against the current economic inflation, and you can start with whatever amount you have. Okay, so I have a personal question to ask you. So if I want to start this with you, do I have to open a bank account with you, or I have to, it's just whatever bank account I use, I always have to put in the money? Because it's really important for me to know how this is going to go, just in case I want to reach out to you right now. So how do I go about it? That's a very good question, and I like that question. So because I know that definitely after this session, you're going to commence your investment journey with Meristem. So you don't have to have a bank account. You can actually reach out to us on any of our handles on Instagram on Meristem NG.
Okay.
YouTube and Twitter we are Meristem Nigeria.
Okay.
You can also use our email addresses wealthadvisory@meristemng.com.
Okay.
And we also have our phone lines 020-127-17350. Reach us out to us. So you don't need to have a bank account. We even have an app where you can actually download and register. It's called Wealth Buddy. Just download the app, register, and sign up. Okay. And there are a bouquet of products where you can actually start. Okay,
so I can just get started with the app?
Yes, with the app.
Okay.
Download Wealth Buddy.
And it's 24/7, the customer
24/7,
service?
Yes, 24/7 customer service. So someone will definitely reach out to you.
Thank you so much for shedding light on this, because it's really important that we are able to invest, because not a lot of people do this in this country. And doing this right here on behalf of Meristem Wealth, I want to believe that a lot of people want to take on investment in the long term. Thank you so much for doing
Thank you so much, Zina, for having me. And like I said, no pressure, no jargons, just support for you.
Just support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's take a short break. Wake Up Nigeria continues.